difficult journey. You know, you always run into challenges, but with a little planning and persistence, you can really achieve great results, feel a great sense of accomplishment, and also add value to your home. You know, it always starts innocently enough, at least for me. You kind of walk into Home Depot or Lowe's looking for some mulch or lawn bags and fertilizer, and all of a sudden you find yourself lured by displays of new paint colors or kitchens, or for me it's always tile. I love the tile. And I can always find a room in my house that needs to be redone, so when I see that tile, that's what really gets me going. But one of the things that I've noticed over the years as I do all these home improvement projects is that I always seem to go through this series of stages, and of course the stages vary depending on the length of the project. But I thought if I just took a couple of minutes and walk through these stages for you, it might help you as you tackle home improvement projects to kind of push through the difficult times to achieve the result you want. So the first stage of the home improvement project is hope. And this, of course, is a great stage, right? So this is the stage where you're walking through the Home Depot or Lowe's and you see that perfect paint color, that perfect piece of tile, right? And you have the vision, boom, I'm gonna transform this room in my house. It's gonna be fantastic, everybody's gonna love it. This is gonna be great. So this, obviously your energy is high, you're enthusiastic about the project, about what's gonna happen. You start to YouTube a little bit, you know, find the do-it-yourself videos, watch all the home or HGTV that you can, and feeling pretty confident. The guy on YouTube makes this look really simple, right? No problem. So this leads to the next stage, which is the kind of acceptance stage. You accept that you are going to take on this project, right? So you got a plan, you have to make your list of materials, and really this is the Home Depot stage. So this is one of my favorites because you roll into Home Depot, you got your list of all your stuff you need, you know. So for example, for me, for a tiling project, I roll in, go down the aisle, I put the tile and the grout and the mortar and the sponges and buy a couple of new tools. It's like Christmas. You roll out, pay the cashier, stride confidently to your car, head home, you're ready to go, having everything that you need. So you get home and you're ready to go, right? Energy is still high. The next stage is the honeymoon stage. So the honeymoon stage is you walking into the room. Again, back to the tile analogy. I've got a hammer, I've got a chisel, ready to do a little demolition. I mean, who doesn't love that? Start popping off tiles, ripping up linoleum, getting the place ready, you start the project. Again, your energy is high, the radio's on, the music's good, everything's fine. But we all know that the honeymoon stage comes to an end, right? And again, this can be hours later, days later, weeks later, kind of depending on what you're doing. All of a sudden, you're working along in your project, and it starts to slow down. Everything's taking much longer than you thought it was going to. What took the guy 20 minutes on YouTube is taking me a week and a half. You know, your arms are sore, your back's sore, you've been back to Home Depot like 6 times because you never have the right tools or what you need. And this is a really critical stage, and this is really the point. It's here where a lot of times you want to give up and give in. And I've been in the middle of the room, sitting there, looking at the destruction I created, with the phone in my hand, ready to call in the professionals. But I'm encouraging you not to do it. You just need to step back, get a little perspective, so you can push through to the next stage, which is the endurance stage, okay? So you leave the room, you come back, you leave the project, come back, and you can see at the end of the day that you actually have been making progress, right? You're headed back, you kind of rekindle the vision, the hope that you originally had, see that you're pushing there. And it's kind of the analogy, I guess, is like a marathon runner, right? Mile 15, 16, 17, it gets pretty tough, but you just need to keep putting one foot in front of the other. And that's the endurance stage. And obviously, if you can make it through the endurance stage, then the next stage is accomplishment. So you've worked through all this pain and anguish, you've achieved the goal, you've got the room that you envisioned in the hope stage, everybody's happy. Your wife, she likes what you've done, the neighbors think it looks great. And this inevitably also leads to kind of the next stage, which is the amnesia stage. So it could be a week, day, month later, you're walking by the room, kind of checking out what you did, and you start to think to yourself, you know, this really wasn't that bad. I could tackle a lot more home improvement projects. And that, of course, is the critical stage for Lowe's and Home Depot and everybody. Because we all know as you kind of work through these projects that you are going to face challenges. it is always more work than you think, but I encourage you to stick with it, and at the end of the day, it's very rewarding. You feel a great sense of accomplishment, and you're adding value to your home. So,